Grand Risings, man. Top of the motherfucking rotation. Wanted to chop it up about disrespect, dealing with disrespect, and tolerating and no toleration of disrespect, right? You know, I done dealt with jealousy, envy, and hate throughout my life on a massive scale, dog. Because I got sauce. I ain't the greatest looking motherfucker, but I ain't the ugliest motherfucker neither. You know what I'm saying? And I just carry myself a certain way. So what motherfuckers lack, they gonna come behind your back. You know what I'm saying? They gonna play behind your back. And we gonna speak about a little things. You know what I'm saying? A couple things about disrespect, right? One, you gotta learn when to pick your battles, dog. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta be able to see the forest beyond the trees. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta let your next move be your best move, and you gotta make a chess move. When motherfuckers trying to jump to conclusions and jump to situations, they playing checkers. They already lost. You understand what I'm saying? And when you dealing with disrespect, you gotta sit here and you gotta say to myself, is this worth losing everything? Is this worth trading my life for this person's life? You understand what I'm saying? Because the same way somebody could kill you, you could kill them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got that backbone, you know what I'm saying? You got that bone in you, but you know, it's like what Pac said, "Man, I ain't no killer, but don't push me." You know what I'm saying? And it be the loud ones acting pussy. You feel me? And when it comes to disrespect, bro, you know, especially like the he say, she say, no. Like, I speak from my personal perspective. If it's gonna be disrespect and I'm gonna engage on it, this really gotta be a personal matter between me and you. This ain't can't be no, like I say, he say, she say, some third party shit. Nah, this gotta be me and you. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to disrespect, we don't tolerate no disrespect. At the end of the day, everybody ain't gonna respect you. You understand? But at the end of the day, you gotta respect yourself. You feel me? And the motherfucker could say whatever they want. A motherfucker could look at you however they want. That's their eyes. That's they mouthpiece. You heard me? But you gotta remember, these are your ears and these are your eyes, and you see what you want. And the best way to deal with disrespect, you know what I'm saying, when you see the difference, you automatically give it a distance. Because you already know what type of time it is. Even though you may not look at anything like an enemy or opposition, they do and they will. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember when you was starving, you was hungry. You was hungry. You still could be hungry, but you was hungry. But you gotta remember, once you get to eating and shit, you gotta remember you once was starving. And you gotta know how that grit and that attitude and that mind state of self-sabotaging themselves. Even if they could be harming you, it's still committing self-sabotaging themselves, you feel me? And like long as a motherfucker don't put their hands on you, dog, you know what I'm saying? We good. You can say whatever you want, bro. That's your energy, for one. And for two, this is my focus. You know what I'm saying? And the clarification I have, you don't have a cleanse. And if anybody don't invest a specific amount of emotions, then they shouldn't be able to withdraw it up out of you. You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta realize, like, hey man, one monkey don't stop my show, ho. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody don't like you, for one, if that leads to disrespect, the world is already filled with enough problems as it is. So that's extra problems for them. That's less for us. Two, like I said, man, that's their energy. You know what I'm saying? Every time we wake up, especially you get some good quality rest, sleep, took your medicine, you're gonna wake up with 100% battery. And you get the opposition, you get the opportunity, or you get the opposition, you know what I'm saying, depending on your mission. You understand what I'm saying? How you're using your pistons, you know what I'm saying, what you gonna receive. You dig? And is somebody that gotta disrespect you don't get respect to a certain degree. Because people that get respect know how to respect people and move respectfully, move righteously, right? Well, like I said, man, to each his own. We got the same 24 hours, even though time is a man-made construct. But like I say, like my granny used to say, dog, tough titty. You know what I'm saying? In this world, you gotta have tough ass skin. And you got, you know what I'm saying? It's like that song. Words can't break me down. Sticks and stones can't break your bones. And you gonna let words hurt you? You know what I'm saying? So the way somebody look at you, the things that somebody say about you, that's their energy, that's their focus, that's their intention. That's what they gonna get out today. You know what I'm saying? They investing in you. So long as a motherfucker don't put their hands on you, man, we Gucci cool. You feel me? But besides that, know what I'm saying? Spitting on a motherfucker, pissing on a motherfucker. Oh yeah, that's lethal disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get taxed. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bust ass. You gotta go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's time for punishment, baby. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter your situation at all. Whether you got money in your pocket or not, you gotta stand tall regardless. You gotta stand tall for something or sit down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand tall for something, bro. And ain't no folding unless it's clothes or money. That's it. Everything else we just gonna sway with the wind. Like I said, you gotta know when to pick your battles, dog. Cause there's a lot of crash outs too, a lot of kamikazes. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that's trying to get you off your track, off your traction. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stay on your track, dog, and record the greatest hit, which is the soundtrack of your life. You understand what I'm saying? And disrespect is only gonna come from somebody that may be lacking in your department. And if it's, you know what I'm saying, disrespect where you getting disrespectful, that's a different, you know what I'm saying, dilemma. You heard me? But if it ain't no, if you're not coming, you're not moving disrespectfully and you getting disrespected, yeah, you gotta lay down law, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers gonna think that's the path to take with you over and over. Motherfuckers gonna think they can walk over you. You feel me? So nah, we don't tolerate no disrespect, bro, like at all. You can say what you want. You can look how you want, cause that's your face. You know what I'm saying? And just to keep in mind, man, just to soothe you. It's not to cope you, just to soothe you. You feel me? Whenever people say nasty things or give you nasty looks, you gotta remember that's being echoed in the chamber of their soul, their spirit, and their mind and their body. It's like what you put out, you get in. You know what I'm saying? You tell somebody they ugly, then you know what? You telling yourself you ugly to a certain degree. You may be telling that person at 100% intent, but 10% intent, depending on how you put the energy in that, gonna bounce back to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So long as you moving diligently and with integrity, you know what I'm saying? We ain't worrying about no disrespect, but we not tolerating no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, one day I was sleeping on the ground, bro, behind this gate and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking spidey senses going crazy, bro. But I'm tired as a bitch and it's hot. You hear me? So, man, fucking white boy came in the cut, looking all in the gate and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking at him, but I could feel him looking all. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga started pissing and shit on the tree, and then the nigga started trying to piss in the gate and shit. And I'm like, nah, dog, this nigga get a sprinkle on me. I'm about to bam this nigga. But then the nigga started turning in my direction deliberately, and I felt that energy. Like, you could feel the energy when things is deliberately intentional, and you could feel when it could literally be a mistake. And I was like, oh, that was intentional, bitch. You tried to piss on me in my sleep. So I'm in my boxers, bro. I ain't even had time to put on a shirt and no proper shorts or no shoes, bro. I fucking hopped the gate, and the gate was like a 10-foot gate, bro. You gotta kind of like be in motion to hit that gate, bro. I just went 0 to 100, bro. I hopped the gate. This nigga tried to run off and shit. I'm like, bro, you know what you did, bro. We ain't even about to do that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't piss on me, but I saw you turning and you saw the intentions, but I got up, you know what I'm saying? I jumped up and shit with your evil ass. And man, I blitzed that boy, man. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I golfed that boy. I had to beat him down. You heard me? I had to get his mind right, dog. And you know what I'm saying? And throughout my life, I learned the different levels of shit, bro. Like that's like spitting in the nigga face, bro. You trying to piss on me in my sleep, bro? And you see I'm on the ground, laying on cardboard, bro. You don't kick a man while he down, dog. So I just clicked and I got up. I'm waxing him. It was his girlfriend and his best friend. His best friend tried to jump in. I'm like, bro, don't you see dude face bloody, bro? It's too late for you to jump in, dog. Especially if you jump in, you gonna get the same treatment, bro. And I'm like, yeah, bro, don't jump in, bro. He knew what he did, bro. We ain't even about to do that. You feel me? Don't do it to yourself, bro, because I'm a really cut up. You heard me? And his girlfriend was recording this shit like, you need help, you're mentally ill, whoopty whoopty whoop. And I'm like, something is really wrong with these white people, bro. They always be trying to project and they feel like what they say is the law and they be out of pocket. I don't like they brain, bro, the way they brain work. I'm not talking about all white people, just them motherfucking nuts, bro. Fucking mutts. Smuts. And I'm waxing his ass, beating the sleeves off him, knocking the Kool-Aid, the cherry juice, all off the picture. Just his girlfriend recalled me. I'm going to call the police. I'm like, long as I see you recording, I ain't tripping. You can record this because you ain't record the part when this nigga tried to piss on me in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, that's too disrespectful. We ain't tolerating none of that. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, that's your energy. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. That energy just gonna go by. You know what I'm saying? You can look how you want. You can say what you want. That energy is just like the wind. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna go by. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna stick. But when you trying to make something stick in my energy, that's not my energy. You gotta protect your energy. And disrespect, I ain't tolerating that shit. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes what a motherfucker say, you gotta check that shit too. Cause you gotta let a motherfucker know that's not how you operate, and that's not how you gonna let them operate with you. That's not what you gonna tolerate. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? If you like at the workplace or some shit, yeah, you gotta let that be known and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a random motherfucker on the streets. Just man, you gotta walk past some shit, bro. You gotta learn how to pick your battles, dog. You know what I'm saying? You gonna fucking blow yourself out or hurt yourself, no matter how many times you beat a motherfucker ass, you still putting damage on your body, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta protect your body, bro. Your body is your vehicle, is everything, bro. It's your instrument. You know what I'm saying? To make money, to make communication, to make life, to make expression the way you need. And you need your body parts and everything to be working, bro. And to be honest, if you gonna win, motherfuckers ain't gonna fight fair. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I mean, this is how I look at it, right? Especially when it comes to disrespect. If somebody trying to bring you down, that mean they already under you, dog. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to disrespect, you know, if this person have more than me, have a car, have a house, have bills they could pay, you know what I'm saying, have a family and friends, have a girlfriend and shit, and they hating on me, I pity the fool. I'm on some Mr. T shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? It just becomes comedy in my head. Like I don't know. I got free Comedy Central in my head when people be thinking they really doing something. I'm in my head laughing like, yeah, this is just like another bread. It'll be in and it'll be out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not holding on to this shit. Maybe you all, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? because you know, a lot of people got a vendetta, dog. A lot of people just wake up just nasty, all icky and shit. You feel me? And you gotta protect your energy and tolerate no disrespect is the best form. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold them, dog. Just point blank simple. You feel me? But yeah, man.